controversial Kendrick Lamar, his first week sales, they first came out online by academics, right? But I had a feeling something was kind of off. They said 286,000 copies. So people were like, damn, this is low, pun intended, damn, the album. This is lower than all his albums since Good Kid, Mad City. Also, this is lower than J. Cole by like 2,000 copies, because J. Cole, I think, did 288 with the off season. So people were like, what the fuck? Is this a flop? What is going on? There's a lot of YouTube videos popping up. Kendrick Lamar flopped? Question mark. Clickbait. It works because I had that tweet too, or I questioned it. Is this a flop? And a lot of people are like kind of dick riding him to the point like, yo, you shouldn't even question it because it's Kendrick Lamar. But it's like, yo, slow your fucking roll. Calm the fuck down. People are just going to have discussions. Without even calling it a flop, is up in the air. This is his lowest selling album since his first album, a decade. It's a decade in. And this has been, what, 5 years since we waited for a new album. The projections, remember we talked about it before the album came out a month ago. Bless you, Marlon. They said that it was going to be 350,000 copies to 400,000 copies. And it's like, why the fuck are they projecting an album that has no singles? This has never happened. Why are you projecting? There's no pre-order. Why are you projecting? How does this happen, right?
Because it's Kendrick.
And then it's because it's Kendrick. And then they have the high set standards. And then when the album drops and it's not 350, now it's looking shaky. Like, wait a minute. Why were these the projections and we got this? And then the physicals didn't drop. A lot of people are saying that. But it's like, does that really matter? I don't know. But the physicals did drop. A couple of days ago, before the full week estimations dropped, the physicals had came out during the week last week. But it's like online, some bundles, some merch. Poopy merch, in my opinion. Very poopy merch. Simple, plain. It's like, I get it. But it's like, why do merch if you're going to do simple shit? It's whatever. But it's like, damn. There's no in-store physicals. It's online. So there's no back. We don't see if it's like a pamphlet. How does it look? There's no track list photo. It's just the front cover. So maybe that helped the sales. But now the sales have come out officially 295,000. So 5,000 below 300,000 for the week. So this is the highest, I think, album this year selling-wise, especially first week. And it's his fourth number one. It's a number one album in the country. His fourth number one ever. So all four of his main albums are number one. So that's dope. Obviously, it's Kendrick Lamar. He's going to go number one. And Back Again is still his lowest album in 10 years. So now the questions are there. People are drawing lines, connecting dots. What is going on? In my opinion, this is how I look at it. I'm going to have a quick take. When it comes to streaming, this is how streaming works. People do not understand. Back in the day, people would buy albums. So you go buy an album, and that would count as an album sale. You buy an album, that's how people would go platinum. 1 million copies in the first week because 1 million people went to buy that album. Doesn't mean 1 million people listen to the album. You could have replayed that album 1,000 times. Now we're in a streaming era where people stream albums. So every time someone listens to the album, it gets taken into account. But you got to stream one song 15 times for it to count as one song purchase. And you got to stream an album basically, I think, 150 times for it to be a full purchase of an album on average. So this has now skewed with people's perceptions of albums and actual releases, where you see someone's first week sales. Coi Leray, for example, 10K first week sales, 10K albums. Doesn't mean 10K people went and listened to this album. Millions of people. Because we're talking about streams. There's millions of streams. But the perception is going to make it look like it's a flop. What is really going on, right? I think this album, Kendrick's, can be a flop if you're looking at it where it's like the projections were high. So when people go to listen to it, the streaming numbers are going to reflect, okay, you listened to it once. Oh, you didn't listen to it again. How a lot of people feel about this album. It's not really replayable, not a lot of replay value on purpose because he didn't want that. But it's going to suffer, quote unquote suffer, because obviously for him it's not suffering. Can't please everybody. He don't give a fuck. But a lot of people doing business when it comes to music. So he's not going to get high streams because they're not going to hit that second replay. So the projections are going to be high, but it's going to be hit. No, it's going to be missed. No hit. It's going to be hit or miss. It's going to be missed completely because once you get the product, now if it's replayable, you're going to get high first week, high second week. It's happening with Lil Durk's album, happening with Drake's album, it's happening right now with Future's album where people replay it. And now it happened with Kendrick's old albums. Yeah. Good Kid, Mad City sold 20K or 22K last week when his new album came out. But it's also indicative of maybe this album's not that good to the point that people go back and listen to the old shit. Or he's just a generational artist where he drops, you're going to listen to his old shit. But I think people have the perception fucked up with streaming and sales. And I also think that streaming needs to be represented first week. Everyone needs to report first week streaming sales rather than first week streaming. No. People need to, I got a tongue twister. People need to report first week streaming numbers rather than first week album sales, because nobody's out here buying an album. And even if people are buying albums, it's not us. When's the last time you bought an album?
Yeah, no, unless...
When's the last time you bought an album? Bought an album, whether digitally or physically.
Like adding it to your
iTunes.
I've never bought an album.
That's not buying it, right? Like pressing the
No,
plus
that's
sign
adding
and
to
just-
your library. That's streaming.
So, yeah, I haven't bought one.
I've never bought an album.
And then people want to debate me online, and I get it, because if you look at the statistics, yes, there's like 10% of people who still buy albums, and it's still in the millions because so much music is streamed and listened to throughout the year that that small percentage, if you take into account the whole world, is millions of people still. But if you go around, ask people, it's not this generation buying albums. It's maybe older people, different genres, rock, fucking country, probably buying albums. Nobody in my generation in hip hop is out here buying albums. Kendrick didn't even drop physicals, and he still did high numbers. And people are trying to say, oh, if he dropped physicals, his numbers would have been higher. I don't think it doesn't really matter, because people just want to listen to the music. And at the same time, it sucks because this is all fabricated. What the fuck is a stream? Why does it take 15 fucking streams to count for one? Who made that determination? Imagine if it was that one stream was one sale.
Which it should be.
Oh my God.
I mean,
the whole
technically,
game would be platinum. But then you have this where it's like you get the big dogs get differentiated from the little boys, you know, because of these numbers and shit now. But at the same time, people care about streaming for the whole year, because at the end of the year, that was with the Spotify wrap up.
Yeah.
1 million streams, 1 billion streams. Drake always wins. Bad Bunny passed Drake, I think, now. So it's like Drake and Bad Bunny top 2. But it's like, I think is more representative. If we want to move into a streaming era, let's move into a streaming era. Let's stop focusing on first week album sales. Let's look at first week streaming numbers, because that's what matters. That's if we want to talk about streams, because think about it. No one's buying albums. Yes, people are literally buying albums, but not to the point. It's not the majority. If we want to steer towards a majority, let's represent the majority. A lot of people think I'm caping for Kendrick. I'm not even caping for Kendrick, because you'll still see that his streaming numbers are lower than whoever you compare him to. It's just not going to be like this fucking 1 week fucking album sales shit. You're going to see his streaming numbers, because the first day he broke, I think, Spotify streaming records for that first day drop. So if he broke that and then his numbers come out and they kind of don't match up, is because we're representing the wrong numbers. Now, if you drop the streaming numbers, it can be more relatable and it makes more sense, because people are streaming albums. Now, if you're doing album sales, I haven't bought an album in years. Yes, I might buy vinyl to collect. I bought the Tyler Creator vinyl, Call Me If You Get Lost. I think I bought the Weeknd vinyl, but it's sold out, so I think they just send me the CD for free. So things like that, and it's a collectible. And if you love someone, maybe. But it's not necessary. Yeah. Kanye dropped the whole album on a stem player. And it's like, I think he's still dropping an album. Down the 2's coming. I don't think this is necessarily Kendrick flopping. I don't think it's his fall off. I don't think so. But then some people are like, are we moving the goalpost for Kendrick? Because if Drake did these numbers, people are going to talk shit. Because Kendrick's last album, Damn, did like 600,000. He did like Drake type numbers, like Kendrick, like how you kind of want, if you think about Kendrick, he's a top dog, right? Yeah. And he can say he doesn't care, but smoking on top 5s,
he's trying to
all these other people are fucking selling you, bro. If you want to be top 5, I think you have to take that into account somewhat. And J. Cole proves it every time. Without a feature, without producers, he does it. He does high-ass numbers. Like, it's crazy. That album, how do you guys feel about it? A week later. I think it's his worst album, like I said. Not necessarily as a bad album. I think it's a great album for what it is. I still think it's his worst album. Like, it's not really replayable. Rich Spirit, my shit. I play that shit like every day. I love that song, but that's pretty much it.
No, I mean, like the concept behind the album was a therapy session. You know, now that we got to see more people talk about it and get more in-depth view, like, I understand it, but like you said, it's not replay value. It's not. I'm not really going back to that song to hear that same thing again. Like, I understand it, but I just can't. Like, Damn had like DNA, stuff like that, Humble, like, so, you know.
Classic records.
Stuff that you can go back to and really bump. But
Classic records.
this when you felt it at first, you're like, all right, I understand you, but
Yeah,
can I keep
it's
going?
it's not like a party album, none of that shit. It's more of like you're in a mood type shit, reflecting type thing. You wanna go deep into your own mind type shit, you know, and do all of that. I play maybe like 2 songs off of it, Rich Spirit, and then
Savior.
Count Me Out.
Count Me Out was good, yeah.
That's probably it. I don't play that often. Bad Bunny got me in a fucking chokehold. That's what I've been listening to fucking since that shit dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like people just questioning like Kendrick and all of that shit because of his number sales. I find that shit corny. I find that shit to be so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's like at the end of the day, if you're a fan or whatever the fuck it is, it's like it's okay if you don't like his music. Don't mean you're not a fan anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you said, he can't please everybody. And plus, a lot of the times, man, especially with Kendrick, he might just be dropping this shit for himself. I'm tired of people thinking it's like, oh, they're dropping this shit for us.
For
And maybe they are in some cases and shit like
Yeah,
that.
some cases you could
But
tell.
it's like they're human beings too. So it's like they can drop whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get that message out however the fuck they feel and shit.
Yeah.
And now you're over here dogging him. He's like, oh, Kendrick fell off. It's like, fuck that. But we know what the fuck he's capable of. So it's like, I don't see what this questioning is all about and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he wanted to, he can eat up anybody in the fucking game.
Yeah, that's
And this is just facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying this because I'm a fucking Kendrick fan and shit. It's just that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, for example, like I didn't like Scorpion or fucking Drake. That don't mean I'm like, oh, Drake fell off. Fuck Drake. You know what I'm saying? People people switch up so fucking fast, bro. It's crazy.
That was a double album too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, had the A and B.
Yeah, A and B.
Now Kendrick dropping, it kind of feels like no one else is dropping, and like we don't care about no one else
The only
dropping.
other person that we could care about dropping is Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about this morning, Nicki too, because Nicki was heating up to like drop an album, but I don't know. She's not really dropping the album. I don't know what's going on. But Drake is like the only really.
If you think about it, the only albums you really want to expect and shit like that are OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
It's just OGs.
If you know,
Because we
like,
know what they're capable of.
yeah. I mean, if you know like low key stuff too, like Joey Badass, I know is dropping 2000.
Joey Badass, Brent Fayez is coming soon.
So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Is
so-
people that you know that is really just capable
Yeah.
of this shit.
Yeah.
But the big dogs already have
Come
flooded
out,
it.
yeah.
Unless Drake again and Cole again come, right? But then it would be yearly, and they don't really do yearly. They do maybe 2 years, so we might get them next year. I don't know. It's interesting. Comment down below, how do you guys feel about Kendrick? Did he fall off? Has he fallen off? Share your opinion. I don't think he has, but I guess at the end of the day, it is an opinion, so people are going to feel however they're going to feel. Smoking on top 5. Stop playing I'm that guy. Is he not that guy? Is Kendrick not that guy?
Did that 5-year wait hit him a little bit on the legacy?
And Kendrick fans, relax also.
Yeah.
Because people can have their opinions. We're talking. You guys are gonna kill in the comments. Your brain level capacity wasn't as high as his, and this just went flew over your heads.
Listen,
If I wanted to read a book, I would have read a book. This is music. I can feel however the fuck I want. It's art. Relax.
yeah.
Jesus.
Listen,
They told me I don't understand art. I'm
They-
like,
Hey, that guy, those guys in the corner don't understand the art.
Suck my
Yeah.
dick.
What the fuck?
Being a fucking fan doesn't mean you got a dick ride.
Yeah, bro.
Don't dick ride.
Damn.
If something ain't that good, then it's not that good.
yeah.
That's
You know, and
it.
you're entitled to your own fucking opinion. So, okay, you want to say we're smoking fucking dicks. All right, fuck it. But that don't mean stop dick riding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Stop
for
fucking
sure.
dick riding.
Yeah.
No one's perfect, so like,
That's how it is.
and you're not gonna please everybody.
It's like us saying, it's like, oh, this is the best fucking podcast, and who gives a fuck what anybody says?
Even though it's true.
We
You might
feel
not-
like that. Yeah, we definitely feel that way.
You
Yeah.
might not think it. You might not think it, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck it. Like,
Go watch Teletubbies, bitch.
Yeah, bro.
You like Teletubbies more? Go watch Teletubbies, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Teletubbies are mad big, bro.
Go watch
It's
Teletubbies.
just like that.
Hop off Kendrick's penis and now enjoy this interview. Legendary interview with NFL player based out of Providence, Rhode Island, and changing his family's life. And appreciate you guys tuning in. Cap, you know, stop playing. I'm that guy.
They gon' love me for my ambition.